Welcome to another episode of Real Comic Book Talk. Today's episode of Real Comic Book Talk, we're going to be talking about Justice League versus Suicide Squad. That's in the comic books right now. At your local comic book store. You need to go over there and pick it up and definitely read this thing. It is a 6-part issue. I'm not going to say I highly recommend it because everybody has their own opinions and everything. I recommend it because, it's pretty damn good and everything, but that's just me and everything. With me as always, my boy Al. My boy Ant, I'm Daniel. We're going to talk about Justice League versus Suicide Squad, the comic book that's currently in your local comic book store that you should go and buy and pick up and everything. It was good. I liked it. How did you feel about
it? It was a banger. I will say that I thought it was going to be a little bit better, but the way it ended with Amanda Waller setting up the whole thing, just to prove that the Suicide Squad was viable to the Justice League, was not only a Amanda Waller move, it should have been part of the Suicide Squad movie. Something like that. As soon as I was like, this is what the movie should have been. That's the kind plot-wise.
That's the kind of writing we need in the movies. It's basically what he's trying to say and everything. Oh yeah, this is spoilers all over the place because we're here to talk about all 6 issues and everything. We're here to talk about the comic book and let you guys know how we feel about it and why you should go read it or why you shouldn't go read it. How did you feel about it?
It was good. It was real good. I liked it. It was, when they told me to read it, I was like, he told me to read a lot of stuff. And,
Can I say something right quick?
Go ahead.
Everything I told you to read's been a banger though. My track record is spectacular.
You told me to read Mosaic and now you don't really.
I didn't tell you. I follow Payne's advice. I follow Payne's advice on that.
I tell people lots of things. Like right now, I'm telling you guys that Justice League versus Suicide Squad is in your local comic book store. Mm-hmm. You should try to go pick that one up and take a gander at it and everything. Read all 6 issues. Back to you, sir. How did you feel about it?
I liked it. It was good. Had a couple moments and.
Like we're talking about it. Yeah. We're about to bring it up. Because I had one moment. Oh my gosh.
That's it?
Yeah, that's it.
All right, let's get into the details. God, now let's get into the details.
Go right for it, sir. What was your what moment?
When he blew off,
this is everybody's moment.
When he blew off Lobo's head, the first thing I'm thinking like, oh, he must think his head might be coming back. But the whole time I'm sitting there like, how we know his brain is not the one responsible for him healing everything? He could have just blew him up, and it would have been it. And he was down for a minute too.
Yeah, he was down for a while.
Unfortunately, and we knew he was coming back because
Batman's killed before though.
Lobo issue. Well, Batman's not going to be killing anything. Lobo issue number 1, the Lobo in the new 52. I think it was new 52 in the first issue of Lobo, and they shot his head off, and he just came right back off of that. So it was
a whole new timeline.
It was a whole. Lobo's still Lobo. They're not going to change Lobo.
Yeah, I had a feeling because in this episode. They shot up like half his body, and it really.
Yeah, but never the head. I've always said the head is where the brain is at. The brain controls everything.
Lobo's brain must be kind of small.
And the whole head blew up.
Lobo killed his whole planet. Okay, he can do whatever the heck he wants. Why he's not the strongest, most? They don't give him more time and more shine.
I think they're about to now.
But now I don't know about he's about to be premiered in some other stuff.
Justice League America.
He's definitely about to be premiered in other things. Like they always give him a chance every time they renew stuff. They give him a new chance and try to make him go in a different direction. So,
but if he's with Justice League of America, he's too powerful. He's like Superman. He can't. I mean,
they're going to contain
Superman's in Justice League.
They're going to contain that. They don't let Superman actually go off.
They're going to have to.
They don't never let the strongest person be the strongest person. Okay, they don't never like Hulk. They'll never let Hulk go Hulk.
I think that's for civilian safety.
Yeah.
See, Lobo doesn't care. He will kill you. Hey, you're just dead.
Hulk will literally just like, oh my god, like you could be running away from the fight, and he thinks you're part of the fight. And he was mad.
Sure. But he still, they don't want you to use your full strength because then that would make for a very short story, like everything else. But onward to Justice League Suicide Squad. It was. How did you feel when you found out what Max Lord's his real motive was for breaking out the original, as we found out in the comic, that they were the original Suicide Squad that didn't work out, and he broke them out of prison, and they were like hidden away in another prison. How did you feel what his ulterior motives were, Max Lord? Finding out that Max Lord's ulterior motives wasn't really, it was just a decoy and everything, breaking out the original Suicide Squad. Do you think it was a good enough plot?
It worked. I mean, he got what he wanted.
He did get what he wanted.
You can't say it didn't go badly. He got what he wanted. He just wasn't smart enough to, nobody has the ability to control what he wanted. And he couldn't control that power. Yeah, it played him.
Yeah. Isn't that how most supervillains are?
It's
they swear that they can control everything.
It's the game. The only person I know who can control everything has been Amanda Waller. Like, how does she control Lobo to be in the Suicide Squad? And how Lobo has to have a reason to have the way to die. He has to, because if he killed his population and he's like his population,
he apparently must be.
No, he's not like his population.
He's not. Yeah, he can't be.
He's not.
They gotta tell him something. They gotta tell me something, because until they say otherwise, unless I didn't read something, let me know in the comments. Unless I didn't read something, if him and his population are all the same, like we're all humans. If you cut our throat, we all die.
I believe he went through a test of something special.
And you know what? It did.
And everything.
He has.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Damn.
I'm about to say, it ain't no way you could kill everybody that's exactly like you and nobody survive. It's impossible. Yeah.
I take it back. Don't leave it in the comments now, people.
Were you okay? The next question is: were you okay with the fact that how Amanda Waller captured the Justice League only to say, I need your protection? Were you okay with such a thing? I was reading this and I was like, I don't know if I really buy this. I know she has ulterior motives and everything, but how she went about it, and then she used her current Suicide Squad to team up with Justice League. Were you like,
they all after their face?
Yeah, after their face and everything. They did.
Like, even Batman.
He tried to contain. He was like, hold up.
Like, we're not gonna protect you. But when I was throughout the book, when I was reading, I was like, she just only really put them together to fight him. I was like, but it wasn't to fight Maxwell Lord.
No.
It was only to prove that the Suicide Squad is viable and Justice League doesn't have to go out and stop it. Like, she planned the whole thing. Maxwell Lord said in a Justice League tie-in, I think it was which one? It's right here, number 12 tie-in. It was mostly a Maxwell Lord story where he was just got captured by Amanda Waller and then used his ability to tell her where the stuff was. But she kind of broke she alone, the only person I know was able to break her hold over him. Like, it wasn't that far. She told her one thing and he broke the hold. Makes me think that she had the whole thing set up to the point, like, I want to capture him. I want him to think he got control. I want to tell him where it is so I can have the Suicide Squad prove themselves to the Justice League and they stay off my fucking back.
I mean, she is definitely quite a few steps ahead of everybody else and everything, as normally she is and everything, which lets you to believe in everything. She's probably one of the more smarter, strategically speaking people out there in the DC universe and everything, which means, she should be way higher up when the people make those top 10 lists of smartest people and most dangerous.
Do you think she has a 12th level intellect though?
No, she has a 12th level intellect. She just knows what she wants, and she knows how to think in advance.
I think the lack of intellect is overcame by her lack of emotion.
It's more.
You know how many people died just so her plan could work?
I mean, she has that instinct to live and everything, and that be in control. She's one of those control freaks. She's like the epitome of a control freak.
But the question that predict everybody's moves, she has to have a really high intellect.
That's what I'm saying.
I wouldn't say it's number 12, but it's up there.
It's up there. It's not 12, but it's up there.
But you didn't sit up here.
I say 10 and a half.
She's up there with Bat. She might be past Batman as far as it comes to.
I mean, you heard her say it in the jump. I got you telling me I'm controlling you without you even knowing it right now. When he saved her from Lobo. Yeah. So I mean,
her IQ is up there. I don't think she's getting enough credit for her IQ because she's kind of a bitch. Well, she's not. She is a bitch, but that intellect and being that kind of a bitch, she should be up there as a top villain. Like, but she's not technically a villain.
She does villainous things all
She
the
does.
time. I'm sorry.
She does. I'm not saying she don't do villainous things.
She is a villain in my book all day, all night.
She's like a corrupt government official.
Right, she doesn't think she's a villain.
She does. No, she knows.
Most good villains don't think they're villains though.
Right.
There's no such thing as a good villain.
No, I'm talking about like.
She thinks
Oh, you mean as a villain that is okay, a good
villain that's like a good
yeah.
villain that's like worthy of me actually reading the book. But you have the villain.
I mean, yeah,
like the opposite of Marvel movies, but
yeah. Okay, I get what you're saying. My bad. She's a good villain. Definitely.
Like Magneto, he thinks what he's doing is always the right thing for the people.
No,
he
knows. He doesn't think it. He knows.
He knows. Forget everybody else. I don't care about anybody at all but my people.
Yeah. Okay, now the other things that I saw in Justice League Suicide Squad that I found very good was the prison that she created for all the Justice League members and everything. Like she already has like something to hold them and everything. What did you feel about that? Like I saw that and I was like, wait a minute, hold up. If she already has this on standby, Justice League needs to be like cautious from here on out. Like there's a way to hold all of you guys, and you guys are sitting there just thinking you're the top notch thing and everything. Like
I mean, some of them were pretty easy. Put Superman in Red Sun, easy.
Yeah,
Put
but
Flash
you
in
gotta
an anti-gravity bubble.
But you gotta
easy.
catch them first.
Yeah. They only caught him because of Killer Frost.
I was say the way
if
that
it wasn't for Killer, if it wasn't for, they were about to lose.
They lost.
Yeah, they lost.
Suicide Squad lost.
They lost. Yeah. Killer Frost had drained Superman's life or froze.
And then you gotta think, if they would have known about her powers like that, would they have still lost?
Nah, they would. Batman would have had them warned, and it would have been over.
See, that's what I'm saying. It wasn't plain. They didn't know her powers, and then they didn't know that her powers would evolve like that.
When she drained a big boy
right.
life source.
Cause she just froze.
She's like
everybody.
the female version of what's the dude that drains people life for Superman?
Leech?
Nah, the purple dude.
Parasite?
Yeah, Parasite. I was about to say.
Yeah, but
every time I think of him, I think of roaches, cause every time he gets caught, he takes the life force of a whole rack of roaches.
Yeah.
So he can come back.
I think of roaches.
That's the first thing I think of.
That's funny.
He does though.
He got to keep a cell. Bloop, I'm gonna take you.
Until he has enough roaches, then he gets strong enough. Then he go after somebody with some juice.
Which is weird. That you gotta keep him.
You gotta have a clean room for him.
You gotta have.
Yeah, you do.
You be clean down prison.
I was like, but you never know. You gotta find a way to stop roaches from crawling through and all that.
You gotta have one of those joints that just go off every couple seconds.
Exactly.
You gotta put gloves on him and everything, like he a newborn baby and stuff, so he doesn't touch anybody.
You gotta treat him like they treated Batman. Just have him sit there, wrapped up his whole body like this.
But she knew he was gonna get out.
Oh, she wanted him. She wanted him to get out, which is why she transferred him.
I don't know. You're just gonna transfer Batman. Easily the one who's gonna get out. You know he's gonna get out.
He has no actual powers. You're gonna have him hanging upside down by a string. Dude, it's all sorts of crazy things.
I was like, we might get out of that.
No,
I haven't seen him.
Yeah.
You got to get real creative with Batman. You have to have lust.
You have to scale him.
Sorry, Batman. We are ruthless in that sense.
Some people.
So Justice League Suicide Squad. How did you feel? Did you feel that this was a much needed comic book for DC right now? Or did you feel like it's about time? I've been waiting for Justice League to fight Suicide Squad, or Justice League to fight another team at all?
Just need to fight another team. I mean, Suicide Squad. When I first was reading it, I was like, well, they really don't match up equally.
He even said it. He agreed last time.
Yeah, right.
Simon Best, like, isn't this kind of a mismatch? Are we a little overpowered?
So it's like, I want to see them fight a powerful team as powerful as they are. You know, somebody who you don't accidentally win against them, where they really feel they have a shot of losing.
When they fought the original Suicide Squad that America really wanted and everything with Lobo. And
it was mostly just Lobo.
Yeah, it was. Because even at the end, Lobo fought the Justice League when they were under Max Lord spell by himself.
Because they took out the dude with the face. His name I can't remember. They took out
the mask. Yeah,
the mask. They took out the mask. They took out. Well, Katana took out. What's his name?
Yeah.
No, you just gonna go read it now? Like right on camera.
We're going like that.
We're going to make sure that you guys are very
That's
up
the wrong
to
one.
date.
That's 5.
Up to date and everything.
It's 96.
Because Batman
4.
told Lobo, go buy us some time. And Lobo was like, all right, hey, yeah, I'm with it.
Yeah, all the good things you need right here. To make sure that you guys accurately have everything that you need and everything to
Yeah, I know. I'm right. They took him out quite easily.
to have everything.
That was the correct issue.
No, it was 3. It was
3?
Where's 3?
That's I don't know what that. We're like on camera right here.
I don't care if we're on camera or not. If you guys want, this is the team they fought. This is the team they fought, and this is the team that they were going. They are going to have to battle and everything. Johnny Sorrow, Emerald Empress, Rustam, Lobo. These are some straight up badass people. Okay, like they're straight killers, and Polaris, I believe the other one was.
Yeah.
And everything.
And they all got taken out easily though.
They put up. I thought it was a good, solid fight and everything.
Johnny Sorrow was going down a little too easy.
He did.
No, but he had everybody. He had everybody else doing some serious fighting and everything.
Because he released some monsters. The monsters whereas you had to take blow for blow.
Yeah.
But if it wasn't for those monsters released, they would have been finished them. They would have been finished them.
I mean, it was, but overall, it was good.
Mm-hmm. No, it was a good book, good series.
It was a good book. We highly recommend it. Justice League vs. Suicide Squad. Any final thoughts?
I want to see. It's about time that they start getting into the Watchmen aspect of the Rebirth.
They said they were this year.
I know it needs to happen sooner or later because.
But it's not even the whole Watchmen. It's just.
Yeah, Dr. Manhattan. And Dr. Manhattan, we need to figure out why. I want to figure out why. This should, in every little book or like a main event or something like this, it should be a little nod to it or a reminder or something that says.
But you saw somebody hinted at it in one of these books.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah, they hinted at it's a some time has been lost.
Yeah.
And he was like, we need to figure out what happened.
Well, we need more hints now.
Yeah.
We need more hints. We just do. We need more hints. Oh, and I want to find out what Task Force XI is.
I do too.
She said he's perfect for
I'm
that.
assuming it's 11. Task Force 11. It's 11 Task Force.
But I'm just saying, I want to know
who else is on it.
Who else is on it? What she got planned for that? Because if anything else, Amanda Waller always has something that's going to.
Do you think she knows about the lapse in time?
I don't think she might care. I don't think she cares.
You don't think she cares?
She's most. If it's not security of the United States, it really has to do with her. That's how I think she feels. She's singular focused in
Or her own security.
Yeah. Which she believes is the best interest for the United States. That's how, in her warped mind, that's how it is. They got to save me so I can save the United States.
Pretty much. Final thoughts, sir.
It was a good series. I like majority everything about it. It wasn't.
Are you reading the book, man?
I'm not. Continue, sir.
It was a good series. Like I said, I would like them to fight. I want to see what Justice League really can do. You know, like if they hurry up and bring out Dr. Manhattan, because like I told this guy, I don't think anybody can beat Dr. Manhattan. He says he thinks they can.
They'll find a way, or to make him be himself.
I think he would. The only thing he can do is he would just have to want to leave.
They're gonna make him want to think.
Logically, because they're so superpowered. I mean, for real, if they really wanted to, they could do whatever they wanted to. You know? I mean, even Justice League of America, who's built just to get rid of Justice League, I don't think really.
They're not like that anymore.
Yeah, I know that.
Now, which reminds me, Killer Frost is probably about to be in a movie soon.
Yeah.
She has to be
because they are pushing her.
They're pushing her hard.
Yeah.
She had a lot. She was a big part of that story.
Mm-hmm.
And now she has her own rebirth issue.
Well, you see that how they
giving her
Batman pretty much is everything.
How it ended with her giving quitting suicide.
Yeah, exactly.
She's out.
It's a setup. It's a definite setup for her to do big things later
Killer
on.
Frost,
in the future.
welcome to the DCEU. Sometime soon.
She is definitely about to have a bright future. Okay, so Justice League vs. Suicide Squad. You heard our opinions. You give us your opinions. Leave stuff down below in the comments section. As always, Go to your local comic book store. Support comic books. Keep the comic book industry alive.
Like this guy, he's doing it by himself. We need more help.
We definitely need more help and everything. As always, guys, we'll see you guys next time. Peace.
I had to put that up. I'm sorry. You're doing it. You're doing a bang up job.
You are keeping the industry alive. Keep